What's up, course creators? Welcome back to yet another video from coursecreatorhandbook.com. I am your host Amit, and today we are going to continue with our Teachable series. And what I want to go over today is I have a little nifty to-do list here. So three things we want to do in our previous video, which I will link to within this video. We had created our landing page, our sales page on teachable.com, and today I want to install my Facebook pixel code on my sales page and my thank you page, install the Google Analytics code, and the third thing is Hotjar. I don't know, you might or might not have heard of Hotjar. So that's another thing we want to do, is install the Hotjar code. So those are the three things we're going to cover today. So let's jump into Thinkific right away. Teachable. And so here's my Teachable course, course ninjas. I'm going to jump into here, admin area. We were here in our last video, and I had shown you guys how we created the sales page. Now the next thing we want to do is the checkout page. Let's take a look at that. So the checkout page is where we I had done this in video number 1, and I will link to that as well. And this is the checkout page. So someone comes to your landing page, also known as your sales page. They click through it, they're like, okay, love the course, I want to enroll. They click the enroll button, or whatever you have customized your button to say. They will end up on this checkout page, and this is where you're going to kind of remind them why this is a good fit for them. So this is just some dummy text I had put in here. You obviously want to customize it to make sure it says, okay, so our course is about Facebook ads. Let me open the sales page here and just show you what we covered in the last video. We tried to copy as much as possible from Josh and Jill Screw the 9 to 5 page, or one of their courses called Get Addicted, Facebook Addicted, or Facebook Ad Addicted, something like that. So let's open up to preview the page, and we can take some of the points from here, right? So we can say, let's see, class curriculum. So it's about Facebook ads. This course is the right fit for you. Within this course, you will learn how to install the Facebook pixel, use laser focus targeting options, leverage the audience insights. These are all the things I am going to cover, by the way, in coming videos, but it's just something that I want to put it in here. We want to cover Teachable. We'll move on to Facebook ads and whatnot, the good stuff, how to find your target avatar. Alright, so I'm going to change the 30-day money back guarantee icon also. I'm going to go with this, and then hit the save button. That'll update the preview here, and let's go ahead and view this page. So I'm going to copy the course URL, open incognito, paste the URL here, and this is what the checkout page looks like now. Or it will, I guess, once we go to the payment page. Open an incognito window, paste the URL, create a new account with a different email address to see the checkout page. Okay, we'll take a look at it later. And now I'm going to go to the thank you page. So on the thank you page, there's some of the things you can mention here. You can use a template. Let's say remove all school template code from this page, leaving just your page content. No, I don't want that. Show header, colored navigation, and show footer. That's fine. Add custom code is where we're going to put our pixels. And thank you for enrolling. Proceed to checkout. continue to course. That's good. Now if you wanted, you could redirect people to your own thank you page. Maybe on your thank you page you want some more call to actions, and that's fine. You can just create your own thank you page and put that URL in here. That way when a user enrolls or a student enrolls in your course, they will be redirected to your own custom thank you page. We're not going to do that today, but that's something you can do. And then you can insert more blocks in here. So as you can see right here, all the blocks that were available to us in the sales page are also available in the thank you page. So we are not going to go over the custom redirect. We're just going to leave the thank you page as is. Again, you can design this the way you want it. You can keep adding blocks and make your thank you page look real good. I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to stick to our plan here, which is install the Facebook Pixel code, Google Analytics code, and Hotjar code. Now, all of these is I will be covering in their own separate videos. So don't get overwhelmed if you're like, oh my god, I don't know how to get these codes. I am going to kind of fly through and show you how I get it. If you are able to follow along, that's awesome. That's what I want you to do. If not, we will have separate videos where I will walk you through each and every one of those things. Facebook ads is probably like a 10-part series because there's just so much. So let's go on to my Facebook account first, and let's get our Facebook pixel code. So I'm in my ads manager here. I'm going to get the code for a different ad account which I have, which is, let's go to my messenger bots account. So you can open as many Facebook ad accounts as you want. I just open one for each page that I want to start ads on. So once you're in your account, you're going to go to ads manager, all tools, and pixels, and this is where you will find that code that we're looking for. Now, what exactly is a pixel code? It's a bunch of JavaScript code that you get from Facebook, and what that pixel does is, if you put it on your landing page, your checkout page, your thank you page, it gives Facebook data to track these users who land on your page, and then you can Facebook can kind of follow them along that funnel, and you can see where they drop off. Let's say someone came to your saw your Facebook ad, they clicked on it, they show up on your landing page. Now Facebook has tracking data because the pixel was there, and Facebook knows, okay, this person clicked on the ad, went to the landing page, that attribution should go to me, Facebook, because my ad worked. Now what happens after that? Let's say they did not check out, they did not purchase anything. You can then create another ad for all the people who landed on your page but did not buy, and that's called retargeting, because you're retargeting these people with a separate ad. But how can you do that if you don't have a pixel? So this pixel will help you generate a set of audience, so to say, a group of people that have landed on your landing page but did not purchase anything, did not follow through. Now you can kind of show them an ad again saying maybe a different offer. So if they've already seen your offer and they didn't buy it, your next ad should be click here for your 10% coupon or something like that. So it shouldn't obviously be the same ad because you're retargeting to the same people. If you show them the same ad again, you're just going to waste money. We'll get into that when we do Facebook ads. Right now we are here to get our pixel code. So to do that, once you're in ad manager, you click on pixels, you'll click on setup pixel, and you're going to select copy and paste the code. And here's the base code. I just click here, it'll copy to clipboard. Now we're not going to go into install event code. So once you have done that, you can close this window. And now we're going to go back into my Teachable, and let's go back to the sales page first. Now on my sales page, what I want to do is I can just go all the way to the bottom, and I'm going to add a new block here, It's going to be a HTML block, and I'm simply going to paste that pixel code right here. Now you could paste multiple pixel codes or multiple codes in the same block, or you can separate them out, because this is the end of the pixel right here where it says \no script. That means that the Facebook page code starts here where it says script and ends here where it says no script or \script. So I could technically hit enter a couple of times and add my Google Analytics code, which I'll do next. So that was it for the Facebook pixel. Now let's go to Google Analytics. So I'm just going to type in Google Analytics. So it's google.com/analytics. I already have an account, but let's see if we can click on sign in and then analytics. It'll probably log me in automatically into my account. Okay, so I already have an account here. Let's see if I have a Google Analytics code for Course Creator Handbook. Yes, I do. I am going to try and delete this so I can show you how to add it again. So let's go to Course Creator Handbook, or let me just create one for Teachable. Let's do that instead. So how this works, I'm not too well versed with Google Analytics. I just know a little bit of my way around, just enough to be dangerous. So when you first log into Analytics, you'll see all your account. This is the home page, or sorry, this is the home page right here. And then I usually go to admin down here, and then when you're an admin, I click on account, I click on create new account. You can have up to 100 accounts for free. So I'm going to click on create new account, and it's a website, not a mobile app, so we're going to stick to website. I'm going to say Teachable course ninjas. Website name, I'm going to give it the same name as the URL, which is course-ninjas.teachable.com. Industry, I just put education. Change the time zone to Eastern. That's where I am, in Connecticut. And all of this stuff I just leave it checked, and then I click on get tracking ID. Yes, I accept the terms and conditions, and that's it. We just got our tracking ID right here. We just created a Google Analytics account. So what we're looking for is, for the website tracking, we are going to copy this code just like we did with Facebook, and you'll see it starts with the script and then ends with the \script. So I'm going to copy that. Let's go back into Teachable, and then I'm just going to paste it right here. Now what happens is, if I can go back home here, and let's go to admin. Let me go to my Let's Rock the Hotel account, and let's see how I can find data. So you click on audience, and then you click on overview, or at least that's what I do. Again, I'm by no means an expert in Google Analytics. I'm just kind of playing with what I know, and here it's broken down by hourly, day, week, or month. So yesterday I had 52 sessions on my site. Today was 31, so on and so forth. So you can kind of play around with this. If I change this to month view, it kind of breaks it down. I'm going to go back to day view, and then down here you'll see how many sessions, where they came from. So US, Canada, Great Britain. I have no clue what this is. ESES. Yep, I don't know what that means. And then it shows you how many pages were visited per session, how many users, how many page views, what was the average time on your site, and what was the bounce rate. A bounce rate is the number of people that just bounce off, right? So out of 109 people, 50% just bounced off. They landed on my page and they're like, nope, not what I wanted, bounce. And that's what the bounce rate is. When you first start, it's probably going to be real high, like 80-90%, but slowly it'll come down as people start to come on your website, stick around, see what you're offering. And that's really what I look at. I don't look at much in here. I need to learn more about this, but that's what the Google Analytics is. We will dive into a little bit deeper on another video where I can show you a few more things like goal settings, and we won't do that today. What I want to cover here next is, so we got our Facebook pixel, Google Analytics pixel. Now the next one is Hotjar. So if I just go to hotjar.com, so it's hotjar.com. I already have an account, but it's free. You can sign up with the free account. You have some limitations, but I've never really needed it more than my what they offer for free. And what Hotjar lets you do is, there are a few things you can do in here. You can have heat maps that will show you where people are pointing their mouse the most. So you kind of see if, maybe someone is trying to click something on your website which is not clickable. You'll be able to see that with the heat map. Let's see if we can generate a heat map for my main site here. So this was back in September 2016. Let me click on heat map. So this is how my website used to look before I really got into WordPress, and now it looks a lot better. But you can see kind of like the heat map. Somebody tried to click here. There was one click here, and there was a few clicks here. So total 2 clicks were recorded out of those 125 sessions, and you can see where those clicks were. It says right now tracking is inactive because I'm not tracking the heat map. 44 page views on a cell phone, and this is what it looked on a cell phone. And you can see a lot of people clicked on the button that was there, which was a survey button, which is what we wanted them to do. So that worked out. They're not clicking someplace which looks like a clickable link, but it's not. And then 1 page view on a tablet. Let's see, there was no tap data on the tablet. Okay, so that's the heat maps. The recordings is actual site recording. People coming to your website, you can see their screen. This is pretty cool. So for example, let's look at this last one. This one was on 26th June. Somebody spent 8 minutes on my website, so it was probably me. So if I click on view visitor recording, it will actually start playing their recording, and you'd be able to see what they see. Okay, that was probably me. Let's play the next one, which is 0.58. So almost a minute. Let's see what that looks like. A great tool. You get to see it being a fly, like fly on the wall, and see what they see or how they interact with your website. Obviously, you know what they see, but how they interact with your website. Like this person is just scrolling past everything. They're probably looking for a price, right? Yep, that was, and I have it at 1 time speed, but that was still super fast. This another one was on June 16th. So you get the idea. You kind of go through it, see what kind of looking at these recordings, you can get a quick feedback of how people are acting with your website, if everything is flowing right, or if they're looking for information. You can kind of try to gauge that. So this is another feature for free. Next is funnels. So you can kind of build a funnel which would be, okay, I want people to come to my landing page, then I want them to land on my checkout page, then I want to show them my thank you page. So that's your funnel, and you can add that funnel in here, and then as long as the Hotjar code is there, Hotjar will be able to tell you where you're getting a traffic drop off. So here's an example. A lot of people come on the landing page, 85% drop off, and then out of the remaining 14% go to your product page, and then you have a 63% drop off from there, which means only out of those 14%, a few of them, which if I zoom in here, So let's see, 1469 people showed up on my landing page, 208 to the product page, and then 76 to the cart page, and then 33 to the checkout page, and then what is the last one? Thank you page, 19 people. That means out of 1439 people, 19 ended up purchasing. So that's how the funnel works. Next is forms. You can have forms for your visitors, or like a registration form, or if I click on new form, you'll be able to see what forms can do. In the basic plan, which is what I have, which is the free plan, you can have 1,000 sessions. That means 1,000 people landing on your page. As you saw from my Google Analytics, I'm not going to hit the 1,000 anytime soon, even if I have 50 people coming a day. So don't worry about hitting that number. If you do, then you just upgrade. And then here's some other stuff they offer. Incoming is kind of like the feedback button that most websites have on the right side here. They have it at the bottom here. This is the feedback. So that's this. There's a poll, so you can run a poll on your website. There's surveys. You can run an actual survey right on your website. Usually on the thank you page is a great place to put it. And then recruiters, I haven't tried this one yet. I think this is brand new. Ask your visitors for their help directly on your page. Invite them to a live user test via screen sharing. Okay. So this is you can see, they can provide you live feedback about your site. So these are all the tools that are offered by Hotjar. What we're going to do is, first thing I'm going to do up here is hit the plus sign, add a new site, and that's going to be, actually let me make sure we don't already have that. Okay, we don't. So this website is, we're just going to put the Teachable site in here. Oh, that's not it. Let me copy the Teachable site URL, put it in here. So they're asking who the site owner is. I can just say one of these and add site. Okay, now I can switch between the sites. So I'm going to go to courseninjas.teachable.com, and here we have our tracking code. Again, it starts with a script, ends with a script. So I'm going to copy this to clipboard. It says tracking inactive right now because we haven't added it. I'm going to go into Teachable, paste it. So all our 3 things have been done. Install Facebook Pixel, Google Analytics, and Hotjar. So now let's see if we can actually have these codes fire up. I'm going to copy all of these, save this, and I'm going to do the same for the checkout page and the thank you page. So let's do that. This was our sales page. Let's go to the checkout page and let's see if we can add it to the checkout page. I don't know if we can. It doesn't look like we can from here. I'm going to go into site, and maybe there is a place somewhere here. Code snippets. So code snippets is users logged in, logged out. I don't want it for users logged in and logged out because if someone's logged in, I already have captured them on my thank you page. So what I am looking for is, let's see, pages, that's not it. Authors, navigation, nope. Header, domains, theme. I don't know if they have that feature to be able to add it to my checkout page, which is a bummer because it's really important to have it on the checkout page so you can see kind of what's going on. Let's look one more time. There's testimonials you can add, bullet points. I was hoping there would be like a course block like we got on the other pages, but it doesn't look like we have that option. If I am able to find it, I'll put an update to this video, but for now it doesn't look like we can do it. I'm going to I won't hit the publish button yet. Let's go to the thank you page, and I'm pretty sure here we can just add the HTML block and put it in here. So the whole retargeting thing might be, you can still do it even if you're not able to install this on your checkout page, because you can compare how many people came to my landing page versus how many people actually ended up on the thank you page. So if let's say 100 people came to your landing page but only 5 of them ended up on your thank you page, then you know that those 95 did not buy, and now you need to retarget them with a new set of Facebook ads using the pixels. Alright, so we have saved changes. I'm going to hit publish, and great, you've published your course. It is now visible. Yay! Alright, now the first thing we're going to do is go to our sales page, and I'm going to copy the sales page URL, and I'm going to open a new incognito window, paste it here, and let's see if we can go to, so this is the course. Now in incognito I can't use any of my Chrome extensions, so let me actually go out of incognito. Let's go to a new tab. I'm going to bring this down here. Now there is a Chrome extension called Facebook Pixel Helper, and I have that installed. So it's this one right here, and if I click on it, it shows me what if a pixel is installed on this page or not. And as you can see, one pixel was found on course-ninjas.teachable.com, which means our Facebook pixel installation was successful. That's good news. So that has been checked. Now let's go to Google Analytics. Let me open that page in incognito this time, and I'm going to go to Google Analytics, change the page to Course Ninjas, all website data, and now it's not going to record much data right now because really only we just activated the code and I'm the first person there. But if I click on real time, let's see if it shows me that one person is sitting there right now. Okay, perfect. 3. So because I am using different browsers, it's counting it as 3 people are there right now, which means our Google Analytics code is live and running. Great. Now, I'm just curious if anyone is on my other niche website, which is the one that I'm using the course on. I think not. But let's see if anyone's okay. 2 people are nobody's there right now, so I'm kind of getting used to seeing that, but I'm sure slowly it'll pick up. So Google Analytics is up and running on our Teachable. Facebook Pixel is up and running now. Let's do this. It says right now tracking inactive, installation successfully verified. We have if you click on tracking inactive, it just Hotjar told us everything is up and running and everything looks good. I have installed the tracking code, installation successfully verified. Good, tracking is now active. So I want to show you if we can, let's see if this works, if we can install a form on our Teachable sales page. Let's try that. So I'm going to create a form. Actually, I want to create a poll, sorry. Instead of a form, I want to create a poll. And I'm going to click on new poll, and let's name our poll home sales page poll. Next, it's very step by step, very easy. Yes, I want to target desktop, tablet, phones. On all pages, on pages I specify I only want to show it on my sales page, my main landing page, which was I think I had copied the URL. Let me just make sure. So it's this URL right here, and I am going to paste that in Hotjar. So if you want it to show only on certain pages, you can have it on more than one, but let's say you don't want it on every page, you can specify which pages. So I'm going to say exact URL match, so you can kind of pick through here, and I'm going to say here's the URL and just hit the enter button. So I think that should do it. And then how many people should see your poll? You can say 100% of the visitors, or you can't choose less than 100 in the free version, or that's fine. Show it to 100% of the visitors. So next thing is what kind of questions you want to ask. So this is kind of what it looks like, and the question can be, would you like to respond to your question or comment? I am going to say, would you like to join the student founding group and help shape this course? So what I'm asking here is, I'm asking for beta testers who would be interested in joining the course, and also maybe for a lower price because you're in beta. But I don't like to use the word beta testers. I like to call them the founding students. Would you like to join the student found group? That doesn't make sense. The founding students group and help shape this course. If yes, then they'll enter the email address. If no thanks, then nothing will happen. So they can select either one of these two options and then hit the send button. If they click yes, then they have to put their email address in. If they click no, then that's fine. I don't even know why they would click no. They would just minimize this. So there's a question bank here where there's a bunch of questions preset that you can just drag and drop. So let's say I can just drag and drop this here. I can drag and drop this here. So you can kind of keep doing this. I have noticed that the one thing works best is one simple question. That works best according to me. So this is the one question I'm going to ask. And then on the thank you, once they hit the send button in here, let's say they select this, they hit send, then this is what they will see on the kind of like the thank you window. And that would be this: thank you for your poll, your feedback is highly appreciated, thank you so much, appreciate your input. Now the next thing is question logic is change what question should show after a question is answered. By default, the next question will show. So how that works is, if I click here, I think if I put in another question, this is the second question, answer 1, answer 2. So we have this button right here. After this question is answered, go to thank you. You can do that, or specific question based on an answer, you can do that. So if you can say, if somebody selects answer 1, then show them the thank you message, but if they select answer 2, then show them another question. That's how that branch logic works. Let me do it this way. Let's put a branch logic here. If somebody says yes, I'm willing to participate, then the next question should be not the thank you message, but question, this is the second question, I want this to show up. But if they say no thanks, then I want them to be shown the thank you message. So it could be a 2-step process, and you can see how this logic works. We're going to try to put this on Teachable and see what happens. So let's say I just change this to so I leave this as is, and if they say yes, then my next question to them is going to be, so they just agreed to be part of the founding students group, and my next question I want to ask them is, what is your biggest pain point when it comes to course creation? Because I want to know what is it that keeps them up at night. I'm going to delete this question actually. I'm going to add a long text answer, and that's going to be the question. Now we have to do our branch logic again. So if the first answer is yes, then go to what is your biggest pain point. If they select no thanks, then go to the thank you message. Perfect. Now let's go to the appearance part. This is where you can select if you want this dark or light. You cannot remove the Hotjar branding in the free version. It's fine. And then I'm going to keep it as the dark, and you can select the background color. Let's see. I'm just going to leave it how it was, black, but you can change it right here if you wanted to. And then you can select whether it should show in the bottom right corner or bottom left corner. I think right, because we are all used to seeing these chat bubbles on the right side. And then next, behavior. So in behavior, what Hotjar is asking you is how should this poll show up? Should it always be there? Should it show up at a certain time? So the first option is, should it be there immediately as soon as the page loads? I'm going to say no. I'm going to wait a few, let them read through my page first, because if they're not even going to read through the page, why bother asking them a question about the survey, right? So I'm going to say we're going to give them about 20 seconds to read the page, or actually I'm going to change 10 seconds. And then you can also say when a user is about to abandon the page on a desktop site, because page abandonment, like if I start to scroll my mouse up towards the top real quick, the website knows that you're about to close the website, so then the poll will show up. That's one way, just like a exit intent pop-up. You can't measure that on mobile devices, so it's only for desktop, because you don't know on a mobile device when they're going to hit the X button, because you can't track their fingers, at least not yet. And then when a user scrolls down halfway down the page, let's do this instead of the 10 seconds. So that's when they will launch the poll, and visitors will see this poll when. So how long should your visitors see this poll for? Until they submit a response, only once, even if this did not respond, or over and over, even if they submit a response. So I'm going to select the first option, and what this means is the poll will pop up from the bottom right corner, and then how long should your visitors keep seeing this poll, and we're going to say until they submit a response. And the last part, step number 6, is review and activate. So I'm going to say activate, active and create poll. Now here's the beauty. You have already installed the code in Teachable, which means we don't have to do anything else. Whatever we do in here is automatically sync up to the code in Teachable. Oh, sorry, I just hit the mic. I got real excited. So you can manage up to 3 polls with Hotjar Basic. I'm fine with that. So let's hop on to the Teachable page. I might have to open this in incognito, which is right here. I'm going to hit refresh, and let's see if I scroll halfway through, if this poll pops up. So let's give this a shot. So we have set it to show up halfway through our scroll, and that's right about halfway right there, and there's the poll. So now I'm going to fill this out so you can see how the response gets captured back to Hotjar. Would you like to join the founding students group and help shape this course? Yes, sure, why not? So I'm going to put in an email. It's rockthehotel.com, send. What is your biggest pain point when it comes to course creation? I'm going to say all the tech stuff is my biggest pain point, and also people not buying my course is my biggest pain point. For me, tech is not the biggest pain point. I love the tech, but I'm just saying that because I think that is the majority of the people The concern is understanding the technology, and that's why I'm here to show you how technology works or help you along your journey. So I'm just going to click the send button. Thank you so much. Appreciate your input. Boom, done. Now that poll won't show up again unless I refresh my page. Now let's go back into Hotjar, and if I refresh this page, this should switch to one response instead of no responses. It's really cool, right? So we already have one response. Let's go take a look at it. It says you got their email address, so you have the lead right here, and now you also have their answer, what is the one pain point, and you can see what they responded. And I think, yep, here's the button to export it as an Excel or a CSV, so you can kind of manipulate the data, put in your filters in Excel and see what stands out to be one of the biggest pain point, and then you can create a course on that pain point. So that's how this works. Again, same thing with recordings. All you have to do is go into recordings and click on record visitors. That's it, and you just hit done. So 100 recordings is what you get. Targeting all pages, again, I want it to not be all pages, but I can't do that because I'm on the basic version, so fine. Recording options, capture keystroke data, capture users filling in forms in the recording. I think if you're about to do something like this, it is probably good to mention this in your cookie policy. You know how when you go on some websites, you see it pops up with this website tracks cookies. Learn to click here to find out more. I feel like it's important to tell your visitors that they're being recorded at somewhere. It could be in your privacy policy, as long as it's somewhere, so that tomorrow if you reach out to someone and say, hey, I saw you came to my website and you did this and this, they might feel a little skeeved out, right? So as long as you haven't mentioned, I feel that's fair game. So capture keystroke data, only click and scroll, only 30 seconds plus session. I like this option because I don't want to capture people who are just going to come and bounce. Sometimes it could be bots doing it, who knows. And then the next part is start recording. That's it. Again, the code is already installed, so we don't need to do anything else. So I am going to go back here and refresh this, and we're going to leave this on for a little over 30 seconds. So let me start an egg timer, e.ggtimer.com, and I'm going to start this for 45 seconds. Go. All right, so that's done. And then same thing with heat maps. All you have to do is go to heat map, click a new heat map, and this will show you where people are trying to click. Landing page heat map. Next, number of page views, 1000, sure. Page targeting, visit a specific URL, yes, we want our landing page. Advanced options, exclude elements from heat map. I'm going to skip this. I'm not going to exclude anything. And then review and save, create heat map. Done. Our heat map is ready and time's up. So now we can X out of here, end this session, and see if so we have created a heat map, we are recording our visitors, and we have a poll on our website. And I think that's all we need here. So I'm going to go to recordings and see if that one, it might not show up because we just got done with it. I don't know how long it takes for the data to come back into Hotjar. Since this is an actual recording, maybe it takes longer. Now you can exclude IPs from IP blocking, and this you can do. So let's say you want to block an IP from the recording part, which comes in handy when you are going to your sales page a lot. You don't want to burn through your recordings, so you can exclude them, and all you can do is just click here, block your own IP, and now my IP has been added. So any recordings coming from my personal computer will not show up on here, which is great. So that's how this works. Let's go back here to my Teachable course. Actually, let me try to go back and see if it shows up here in recordings yet. Okay, it's not showing up yet. We have blocked the IP, so it won't show up anymore, but maybe that first recording will show up. If not, just use your cell phone, go on that same website with your cell phone, and you'll be able to see the recording show up here, just to make sure everything's working kosher. So that's it for this part, what we have been able to achieve. And just to recap, with Teachable, from this is video number 3. So in video number 1, we created the course, we created the curriculum, we added the lessons, uploaded some videos. That was all done in video number 1. Video number 2 was all about we created the sales page, tried to copy a sales page as best as we could with Teachable's own landing page builder. And in this video, we have covered installing the Facebook pixel, installing the Google Analytics, and installing the Hotjar code. Those 3 right here, I keep looking down because I didn't want to miss them. So that was it again. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you got a lot out of this. I will see you in another video. CourseCreatorHandbook.com. Make sure to hit subscribe and like and comment. Thank you and have a great day.